Here's a thought that I want you to dwell on. Are you ready? I am healthy. I'm rich in relationships, healthy in my body. I am healthy. I'm rich in relationships, healthy in my body and my mind. Just say that constantly. In your body, in relationships, and in your mind. Yes. Because when you start thinking, now here's what I did this morning. I talked to my superpower, my subconscious mind. I said, today is going to be the best day of my life. I'm going to do some exciting things. I'm going to help a lot of people today. Thank you, Lord, for using me as an instrument. Thank you for the miracles in relationships, in people, in ideas that's going to show up and lead me. All of life behind me. Listen, follow me now. Look back and say, thank you. Look around. After you say, thank you, God, look around and say, praise God, I'm still here. And look at all these blessings looking at me, all these opportunities, these new relationships, people behind doors that I'm supposed to get into. Just look around and be thankful. I don't care where you are. If you're living under a bridge, be thankful, because opportunities are watching you and waiting for you to recognize them. Don't buy into opportunity knocks on every door. No, it stands by silently, waiting for you to recognize it. Look around, and you're going to start seeing opportunities. You're going to start seeing people that can help you. Look around, train your mind to see what you want it to see. Look around and thank God. Go within. Spend minimum 3 times a day seeking God. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. And just say, thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the power. Thank you for giving me the presence of mind. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be your instrument. And look ahead and follow God. Look around, thank God, look around, praise God, go within, seek God, look ahead and follow God. Speak, Lord, thy servant heareth thee. You're going to get ideas. You will be led. Things are going to happen. You say, whoa, look at God. Yeah. Oh, this day here. I want you to think about your golden dream, and I'm going to work with you to make it happen. Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, and I will be among you. What do you mean by that? Spirit, the spirit of winning will be with you. The Spirit of God will be with you. There's a presence, there's an energy that will be with you as you make choices. As you have this mindset, this spirit of optimism, that good things, great things about to happen to me. Call forth those things that be not as though they were. Listen to me. Listen to me. This is the best and the first day of your life. Think about it and marinate in that. Have a spirit of optimism in the belly of challenges and adversities, in the throes and the embrace of all types of disadvantages and challenges that have come your way to take advantage of you, to rob you of your peace, your love, and your harmony. In the midst of all that, I know God is real. In the midst of all that, I know he's still here. He is real. I might be on the verge of being foreclosed on, or going through an eviction, or set my stuff out on the streets, but there's a mansion waiting for me to occupy. and I'm standing on that. Hold a vision of what you see. Hold a vision. Discipline yourself. Faith, not tested, can't be trusted. You're only being tested. This is your time. This is your time. When I review my life, everything I achieved, it was coming out of an adverse situation. Adverse situation. Had I not been fired from radio, I would have never became a state legislator. Everything that when I look back, some things happen to you, but really, they meant it for evil, God meant it for good. It really happened for you. And the goal is to be steadfast. Therefore, you take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. Yes, stand strong. Stand in your power. You're made in the likeness and image of God. Stand in your power. You've been given authority and dominion over everything on the face of the earth. Stand in your power.
You've got this book called You've Got to Be Hungry. Why did it take you so long to finally put this book out? And what should we know about it? I want everyone to get this book.
It's different than any other book that's been out there, because it's one thing if you are in a majority culture and you're part of the majority. I sent a letter to Gunther Ranker, and they sponsored the infomercial for Tony Robbins, and they sent me back a letter saying, we acknowledge, we received your requests for a partnership to do an infomercial, but you're Black, and we don't believe that America is ready for a Black speaker. So I sent them back a letter saying, thank you for reminding me that I'm Black. I never would have known that if you hadn't told me. Thank you for reminding me of rejection. He got the complexion of connections. So I said, I'll see you from the top. But that was a good thing, because it brought something out of me that says, my destiny is not in your hands. I'm going to find a way to win. People that are manifesting their greatness, they find a way to win. They are, no matter what people, they're like a Walter P. Price, Chrysler who fell 49 times in the automobile industry. They find a way to win. I remember when Muhammad Ali was knocked down the first time by Joe Frazier, and Howard Cosell asked him, why did you jump up so quickly? And Muhammad Ali said, I looked around and saw where I was, and he said, a canvas is no place for a champion. He said, and I jumped back up. And so when you have living your life from a place of knowing that there is something in me that I strongly believe there's a dimension about us that very few people reach for. And I think that's the greatness, and that most people become discouraged when their athletic careers have been cut short and they felt that was the only slot for them in life. And they find someplace else that they will show up and say, I'm going to take a stand here. I'm going to make a difference in people's lives. I'm going to let people know that just because things stopped over here does not mean that you don't have something of value and power over here in this area here. And so you reinvented yourself. And so that life will give us all type of stuff to overcome. You take a person's eyesight, then you have a Ray Charles or a Stevie Wonder. So life will always challenge us. I have this quote I love that said, in life, you will always be faced with a series of God-ordained opportunities, brilliantly disguised as problems and challenges. And so I think that those of us that have been picked out to be picked on, that the greatness has been recognized in us, and that we, as a result of that, we release what Elizabeth Browning called the imprisoned splendor. We rise to the occasion when others fold, when others buckle and run with their tails between their legs. And it brings something out of you that would not give birth had it not been for that adversity.
Oh, man. Can you just keep talking for the next 5 hours? I can listen to you all day, my man. I appreciate it. I can listen to you all day, Les.
Thank you.
I want people to get this book, and I don't know if there's.
It will teach them how to overcome adversity. I've gone through so much. I'm gonna share this with you. I went through an experience with opiates. The challenging part for me was not going cold turkey to get off it, but my kids. I never forget. I was in the hospital for 9 days, and I didn't know it, and I didn't even know how I got there. And so when my son, my second oldest son, Patrick, was driving me to my youngest daughter's house, and I saw these cars, I said, what are these cars doing here? He said, you sit and you get inside. So I came in, and I saw Mike Williams, Mike, who's been my mentor for 51 years, and my other kids, and 2 people that I didn't recognize. And I said, okay, is this an intervention? He said, yes. I said, who is it for? He said, for you. Me, I'm the intervention king. No, Dad, you've been in the hospital for 9 days. 9 days? No. And then he said, yes, you're unconscious. Why? We don't know. We were just called and said, you're in University Hospital. And then I went to each one of them. I said, look at me. I taught you not to smoke, not to drink, not to do drugs. Do you think I would misrepresent you as your father and do something so stupid? He said, no, but there are 2 types of drug addicts, Dad. What are you talking about? There are people who pursue drugs and people who are prescribed drugs. You've been prescribed them and you just cooperated. It's just too many. We want you to live. We don't want you to die like Prince. We want you to live. Man, I went to each one of them. That was the most humiliating experience my whole life. And so my youngest daughter said, Daddy, you teachers, that you can't read the label when you're locked in a box. You need help. And she started crying. You taught us to get help, not because we're weak, but because we want to remain strong. And I want you to do this for us. So I said to this couple, I said, okay, I'm ready to go. They said, no, we'll come tomorrow morning. I said, no. I said, you're gonna have to take me tonight. You come here tomorrow morning, I will not be here. I've never been in any place that I couldn't leave when I want to. You need to do this tonight. So they drove me about 4 hours to Middletown, Ohio, to this drug program. And I stayed there 5 days. People doing double takes. Are you Barry White? No, you can't be Les Brown, the motivator. Yes, I am Les Brown. I know that voice. You gotta be. I've been listening to you for a long time. What are you doing here? My children say that I'm hooked on drugs. So after those double takes for 5 days, I went into the director. I said, listen to me. There are 2 types of people. Drug addicts. There are ones who prescribe drugs, and there are ones who go seeking drugs. I said, I was prescribed these drugs for pain, for the sciatica pain and pain for cancer. That's eating 40% of my T1 vertebrae in my spine. And this guy said, every junkie's got a story. Man, I grabbed the phone on his desk. I was about to bust him in the head. And this lady, who is his administrative assistant, she said, Mr. Brown, please. I've been listening to you since I was a little girl. And she's crying. She said, trouble is easy to get into and hard to get out of. please don't hit this man with this telephone.
Wow.
I was about to buzz him in. He called me a junkie. I called my son and said, you better come get me or I'm walking away from here. It was like 12 degrees outside, right? I'm 4 hours from Columbus. And he came, and I was leaving, the director said, he'll be back. I said, I will not. And I went cold turkey. They rushed me to the Cleveland Clinic about 6 different times. And I heard them say on this other side of the curtain, said, you know, if he's in his 30s, he can do it, not in his 60s. And that night, I prayed to Mamie Brown, my adopted mother, and my birth mother. I said, I don't know your name. You gave birth to me, but I need the two of you to get together and help me have the strength to get through this. They want to give me a drug called Suboxone, and it's addictive. First time, shame on them. They prescribed these drugs to me, and I'm addicted. Now they're gonna give me a drug that's addictive, and they say it's harder to get off, but at least I just be on one addicted drug. I said, I can't knowingly take something that's addictive. The other ones I didn't know, but this I cannot make myself do it. Man, I passed out. I had these dry heaves. I was taken there 6 different times, unconscious. The night I prayed to both my mothers, I said, I need your help. Please help me, because I'm not going to do this. And then the next morning, Louis, I had no gagging, no dry heaves. The next morning, when I got up, I had an appetite. The next morning, no cold chills and hot flashes. The next morning, I got my strength back, and I knew I was on the other side of it. And I said to them, both of them, thank you so much. Thank you for getting me through this experience. Y'all can rest now, because I ain't gonna be I won't even take an aspirin. When they prescribe something for me in Cancer Centers of America, I ask them, what's in this? Is it addictive? Do you have non-addictive pain medication? We do. Why did you prescribe that to me? You really want to know? Yes, I do. The addictive ones are more expensive.
Wow.
Pills pay the bills, Mr. Brown. Pills pay the bills. I'm sorry. I said, I am too, and I'm so glad that I'm not the young man that I used to be, because I'd have tore this office up with you. Let me tell you something.
Hit you over the head, yeah.
About to make me lose my mind. Up in here, about to make me act a fool up in here. Oh my God. But you know, man, it's all good. Had I not been fired from radio, we would not be having this conversation. Had I not gone through that experience, there are people, and why I wrote it in the book, I said we have 3 lives. We have a public life, we have a private life, and we have a secret life. And I said, I'm going to share something I've never shared before. And I said, if it helps one person to know that it's possible that they can get off those drugs, then it's worth it to me to risk my credibility and my reputation and share that with them. Because they're going to say, if Les Brown can do it, I can do it. At 75, he's a tough cookie, and they're right.
You are, man. I appreciate you, Les. I miss you, man. I hope to get to hug you soon. Yes. I appreciate your energy, your presence, your storytelling as always. I really acknowledge you for the incredible gift you are. I know both your mothers would be incredibly proud of you for how you continue to show up, how you face adversity and inspire people like myself and anyone that turns on your voice and reads your words and is a witness to your example. You're an incredible gift to this world, Les. I appreciate you.
I couldn't help but think about what she had to go through and what she had to do to be able to be focused, to overcome what she had to overcome, to do that and activate that passion that she had within herself to learn. An article read in the newspaper, she had a hunger to learn. My book is entitled, You Gotta Be Hungry. It's a different space. It's no time to waste time. Life ain't playing with us. This pandemic isn't. And so this widespread insanity that's going on right now, I don't know where you align with what you want to do in terms of your life and your goals and your dreams, but I say what Dr. Miles Monroe said, live full, die empty, keep social distancing, do the things you need to do to stay alive, listen to the scientists and not people who become internet scientists or Google scientists. Listen to the real scientists and make decisions that will keep you and your family safe. That's what's most important right now. And not just be consumed by the distractions that are going on. Life will always be full of distractions. Dimple said, if it ain't one thing, it's another. I said, if it ain't one thing, it's 12 others. And so during the adversities of where we are and what we are facing, you want to have some things that you're doing that will give you the tools, the mindset, the mental resolve to handle whatever life throws at you. Why, Les? Because whatever life throws at you, you have in you. Greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. You have in you to handle it. You have built-in greatness. You have built-in power, authority, and dominion to handle whatever life throws at you. And life is going to be throwing a lot of stuff. Nobody's going to be spared. That's why Viktor Frankl called it unavoidable suffering. But suffering is a choice. You have a choice because you can suffer or you can choose to do whatever you need to do to liberate yourself, whatever you need to do to reinvent yourself, whatever you need to do to get the help that you need to overcome whatever you are stuck in right now. It does not have to be your residency. And finding peace. Make that a priority. People talk about goals and dreams. You know how many people have achieved their goals of earning a lot of money, of becoming celebrities, and are miserable? Look here, I've lived that life. And it's important to get still and find out what is it I need to do to find some peace in the midst of all the stuff that's going on. And take care of you. Stuff's happening to people all around you. Take care of you. It makes sense. What Iyanla said, give to yourself until your cup runneth over, and then give to others from the overflow. This is a time to be selfish. Did he say that? Yes. You can give so much you deplete yourself. I had to learn to give to me. I had to look at my life and all the things that I was looking at, all the things that I allowed to create stress in my life, they did not belong to me. They didn't belong to me. I took them off. And I made a conscious, deliberate, determined effort. I don't want this anymore. No. I'm getting this off me. Because life has no duplicate. We're supposed to be happy. We're supposed to live a happy, healthy, prosperous life. And you can't be happy and you can't live a prosperous life and a successful life if you allow yourself to be burdened with other people's things. Give to yourself until your cup runneth over, and then give to others from the overflow. And I had to learn to do that. I had to look, because sometimes you can be so busy taking care of other people's business and you realize, wait a minute, this is not my stuff. Why did I take this on? And let me serve notice to you. The people that have been using you, they're going to get angry because they want you to be distracted and do what they want you to do and do the work that they're supposed to be doing. See, here's what I know. When people get sick and tired of being sick and tired, they'll do something about their situation. That's what I know. During even this place where we're, just imagine, it makes a powerful statement about what's going on right now. Kanye West had a stadium, 20,000 people per set, paid for a listening party. During the pandemic, people showed up, crowded, some with masks, some without masks, to listen. Woo! 40,000. Let me tell you something. If we had an announcement saying, if you have goals and dreams, we're going to have an event, and all it will cost you is $97 or $100, same money you gave Kanye for him to walk across the stage with a stocking cap over his face to listen to music. Now you can listen to something that can change your life. The same group of people, will they show up? No. In 7 different languages. No. Whoa. Jesus said, all power is in my hands. Oh, by the way, the poor will always be among you. Wow. Remember what Reverend Knight said? The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. And sometimes we get so caught up emotionally. And what I realize, and what's important, is you can't help people who won't help themselves, because your help will be temporary. Everything that you do must be sustained. That's why Frederick Douglass said, now I understood what he said. Why help a man stand to his feet if he doesn't have enough gumption to lock his knees, if he does not have the consciousness and responsibility to lock his knees? When you let him go, his head is going to hit the pavement. I can't tell you the number of people I got jobs when I was a state legislator, and they lost a job. They got paid on Friday and wouldn't show up on Monday. Have you ever helped somebody and they did nothing with it? Did absolutely nothing with it. I'm overcoming being a slow learner. Have one of my granddaughters. I poured into her and all that I did. She said, thank you. Did she say thank you? I don't remember. But let's say, don't give a benefit of the doubt. Thank you, Grandpa. Place I took out of, she went right back. The school that I paid for, the degree that I helped her to get, not even using it, doing something else. All that time, all that energy, all that work that I put in. Look, I'm 77. They should be given to me. See, your children should do more than what you've done. I did more than what Mamie Brown did, or Dorothy Bell, my birth mother. Your children are to earn more money than you because they stand on your shoulders, and what you have done with your life and what they do with their lives, they should go further. That has not happened in this generation. One of my kids told me, I asked him for some ideas. Oh, I'm not going to give you no ideas because you don't listen to your children. Duh, I don't listen to broke people. Look here. No, are you kidding me? You need to be listening to me. Oh, you need to be listening to me. And one of my kids said, oh, you act like your kids. Oh, you said, no. I'm just exploring how we can do some things together. Okay, that's fine. I am so glad that I have my health, that I'm in my right mind, that I'm taking responsibility to stay in good health so I'm not depending upon somebody to wipe my behind. I'm gonna be in good shape. So if they start having some flashback, you remember when you beat me for nothing? Excuse me? Well, I told you I didn't do that. And they start looking at me crazy. And I'm laid up somewhere and can't get up and run. I said, you know what? I thought about it when somebody asked you get older, who's gonna wipe your behind? You wanna push back that time. You want to take care of yourself. I got up, I started doing some yoga and qigong, and I've been doing all kind of exercise up in here because my goal is not to be a burden to anybody. We can't help getting older, but we don't have to get old. Life ain't playing with us. Old man time is not playing. Going up the steps and I heard this click in my right knee. I said, oh my goodness, what is that? That knee said, I'm 77. That's what that is. I'm 77. When you get 77, I begin to crack. Oh my goodness. So take your time, buddy. I ain't playing with you. And ladies and gentlemen, some of you can hear me. The majority don't even want to hear it. Gone someplace else. Good. Let me share something with you. Take life seriously. Life has no duplicate. Decide as you look at your life, as you determine what is it that the next greatest version of myself, what does that look like? What is it I need to do? We have an expiration date. We can push it behind us if we want to. We can push it out of our minds and think we have forever to deal with other stuff and say to old man time, hey, listen, wait just a minute. Les Brown's got some stuff he's dealing with his children or his grandchildren or his baby mama drama and all kind of other stuff. Just wait just a minute and then we'll start the clock again. No. You got to be present in mind. You have to monitor and manage the priorities in your life. Guess what number one is? Your state of mind, having peace of mind, having your health. If you don't have your health, you can do nothing. It's cute to say, oh, your health is your wealth. Absolutely. But we run past that. Having the discipline, having a routine, having a strategy that says, I want to be here. One of the goals I have, that I wake up every day to get off the medication they put me on. The Cancer Centers of America. At no time, any of these doctors I've seen, whether it's at Cleveland Clinic or Cancer Centers of America, anywhere I've been, saying, look here, here's a strategy. These are the pills that we prescribe for you, but here's a strategy that can help you get off these pills. Has anybody told you how to get off the pills, Les? No. Are you upset about that? No. Why? Because I know the pills pay the bills. This is a partnership. And I'm the lead partner. And I do my research. And I'm going to do what I need to do. In spite of them injecting me with steroids, this is not my destiny. No. I'm getting off this. I'm losing this weight. No, I'm reversing this type 2 diabetes. I'm going to fight So I'm not popping pills all night. And I asked them questions. Is this addictive? Oh, yes. Oh, don't give me that. Guess what they did? They put it in prescription. So when I went to Walgreens, I asked the question, here's what I'm here for. And I asked them, that particular pill that you just mentioned, is it addictive? They said, yes. I don't want that. You keep that. Give me the other ones. Look at those. Are they addictive? Any of those addictive? No? Fantastic. Yeah, I'm Marcus Welby. I'm playing doctor myself. I know what it is to be addicted to pills. Oh, first time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. I ain't playing with you. Life ain't playing with us. You have something special. You have greatness in you. I know that with everything in me, when I was sitting on the porch in Gainesville, Georgia, at the house that my mother built with a saw and a hammer, and I look at the work that she has done, that I'm here because of God's grace and mercy. I remember when I almost drowned. I just remembered this morning at a pool at Dixie Park in Miami. And how did you get saved? Because the lifeguard didn't see me. I was swallowing a lot of water and I was kicking and radical movement, and my foot went into an opening on the side of the wall of a pool where there was not a light. And I pushed myself up and screamed, and the lifeguard jumped in and saved me. Of all the places in that pool, at one place where I was, there was an opening where there was a light bulb that had burnt out. From that day to this day, I have never seen a pool that had an opening where a light bulb was supposed to be in there, and it wasn't. God made the arrangement. He knew in advance one of my children would be in there. Somebody would push him in the pool, and when he started kicking, trying to get some help, his foot is going to land in that blessing, that opening that he created for me. What openings has God created for you that you have not recognized, that you take for granted? You think you're here because you're so smart, Les Brown? No, I'm here because of God's grace and mercy. And I can't help it. I'm here for him. He's spared me so many times. I've had 2 guns drawn on me, and one guy pulled the trigger and it got stuck, and it didn't go off. I'm here. I was at a red light that changed, and I heard this voice said, "Don't move," and somebody ran the light. I'm here because of God's grace and mercy. My message to you, we're here for God. I'm not a religious person. We're here for God. Life is God's gift to us, and how we live our lives is our gift to God. I'm coming for you right now. And I don't want you to be so distracted about everything that's going on right now. No. You have greatness in you. You have built-in greatness. You are made in the likeness and image of God. No, don't buy into this foolishness. You are born and said, you are made in the likeness and image of God. Sin means, in the Aramaic language, falling short of the mark. You are made in the likeness and image of God. You have built-in greatness. You have authority and dominion and the power in you to handle whatever life throws in your direction. You got it like that. And what's important is to know that your life has meaning. What's important is to know that you're on a mission. What's important is to live life with a sense of urgency. What's important? That we have a limited time of being here. What's important? That we must keep it moving. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Do what you can do, and God will do what you can't do. Bless, I've done everything I can. Good, ask for some help. Not because you're weak, but because you want to remain strong. And ask for help, and don't stop until you get it. You're no wimp, you're no punk. No. You're made in the likeness and image of God. You've been given authority and dominion over everything on the face of the earth. You have built-in power at any moment to take your life in a different direction. All of us have defining moments. I remember when I was fired from radio, I thought that was all that I can do. I was good at that. Well, that was all that I worked on. I had more in me. Helen Keller said, when one door closes, another door opens, but most of us spend so much time being depressed, being angry about the closed door, we don't see the open door. If you've lost a job, you haven't lost a job. If a job has been removed from your life, guess why? They had to make room for you to become an entrepreneur, for you to learn how to sit in front of a computer and learn something now that you don't know. You now have to live your life in such a way that you want to learn something today that you didn't know yesterday. If you're not willing to learn, nobody can help you. But if you're willing to learn, you can help yourself. No one can stop you. People are doing it every day, making money left and right. More millionaires are being created during the pandemic. And after the pandemic, the money has not left the planet. Just the people who are hungry. People that are hungry are focused. People who are hungry are looking for ways to win in spite of the adversities. People that are hungry refuse to give up. People that are hungry operate under the philosophy of life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Got comeback power, as Willie Jolly would say. I ain't playing with you, I'm coming for you. Because our children are watching us. They're watching us. And many of them are not looking at good role models. That's why the suicide rate among young girls, 12 to 17, has increased 51%. Are you kidding me? People dying to get here, and people living here committing suicide. Come on now. People get here, can't speak the language, have a 3 to 4 greater chance of buying a home and having their own business than people who've been here. People who can't speak the language have a 4-time greater chance of owning their own home and creating their own business. There's something wrong with that. Why? Because we've gotten comfortable. That's why Brian Tracy said, your comfort zone is your danger zone. They don't come here to watch Netflix or any other kind of flick or a listening party. No, they're hungry. And you must be hungry too for a better life. You must be hungry too to say, no, this is not going to get the best of me. Sometimes in life, you have to put your foot down, where you say, no. When I heard the rats in the house where I moved my mother out of, and they were playing bid whist and talking to each other, then they're talking about, you know what? I'm so glad Mamie back, I don't know what to do. I'd be glad when she baked one of those sweet potato pies. I'm listening to them. Are they talking about my mama? Boy, that Mamie, she can bake a sweet potato pie. I'm telling you. She's talking about my mama. The rats in the wall. And they have imported roaches in Miami from Atlanta. Roaches that's so big they fly like pigeons and eagles. And roaches where you spray them and they snatch the black flag out of your hand and start spraying you. But here's the kicker. I saw a roach the other day. I got some black flag and start spraying him. And guess what he did? He snatched it out of my hand, but he also had something else in the other hand. I'm looking, it was some Lysol. He sprayed me with the Lysol before he sprayed me with the black flag. He didn't want me to infect him with the virus. That ain't right. Woo! Oh my God. Oh my God. They talk about a shortage of chicken wings. Why can't we have a shortage of flying roaches here? They talk about a shortage of chickens. Are you kidding me? Let me, my medication wearing off. Let me leave this with you. You're listening to me because you and I are cut from the same cloth. We're branches of the same tree. You have something special. You have greatness in you. God had a lot of choices. You and I, we were created out of 400 million spirits. We were chosen. God had a lot of choices. For us to be here at this point in time, we were made for this point in time in history. A reckoning is going on. All hands on deck. Evil prevails when good men and women do nothing. All hands on deck. There are three kinds of people: those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who don't know what happened. You are here to make things happen. Life is God's gift to us, and how we live our lives is our gift to God. What gift are you creating? What are you doing? We need you. We need you to be, as Sandra Brown would say, from trust up. We need you to be visible. We need you to be vocal. We need you to be engaged in this thing called life. Our children need you. Our children's children need you. Good man and woman leaves a legacy for their children and their children's children. But we don't want to just leave a legacy. A legacy is how you will be remembered. We want to build a dynasty, as my son John Leslie would say. A dynasty is something that as you build it, you won't be forgotten. Wow. As Tola would say. If you can feel me, if you know what I'm talking about, that you realize that this is a different space, and that if we're going to make it in and out of the pandemic, we must bring a different kind of energy, a different kind of commitment, passion, and drive to create a life that we can be proud of. Life is God's gift to us, and how we live our lives is our gift to God. Yeah. This thing called life. What a mighty God we serve. Angels stand before him. Heaven and earth adore him. What a mighty God we serve. I hope you've enjoyed what I've shared as I was rocking in a rocking chair on this porch in this house that my mother built. I bet she never thought about one day the son that she had in Miami, Florida, with his twin brother, will find his way to Gainesville, Georgia, and he will sit on this bench with the brother that he did not know he had, George Rucker, as he listened to stories about me from his brother that he did not know he had. And he would be moved and inspired by the work that I did when he walked through the house and saw the newspaper clippings about my accomplishments. He found me and my mother, his grandmother. Look at God. Let me share something with you. Don't give up. There's a reason that Paul said, pray unceasingly. Don't give up. The prayers will fortify you. Don't give up. Keep moving. Don't give up. Do as Mary McLeod Bethune would say, pray as if everything depends upon God. But work as if everything depends upon you. There's a destiny in you. There's a greater calling in you. There's a work for you to do. That's why you were chosen for this time in history. History is being read, but it's also being written by people like you. That's why you're listening to me. I guarantee you, nobody who went to a listening party are listening to me. I'm an old fuddy-duddy, old Uncle Tom. Ain't listening to me. No. But you are, because you and I are cut from the same cloth. You are, because we're branches of the same tree. You are, because what's in me is in you.